right, hey honey buns, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here ever, welcome for the first time. I'm Meela Vanderbuilt, and today we are actually getting into GTA 5 roleplay things. For those of you who have followed me for a while, you know I've been into GTA roleplay for the past couple of years or several years. I don't know how long it's been like 3 years, maybe 4. I have no idea. I put a lot of it over here on YouTube, but primarily if you follow over on Twitch, you have seen so many stories develop over the years. The good, the bad, the ugly, the straight up trifling. We have been through pretty much all of it over on GTA Roleplay. Although GTA can be chaotic and full of drama, I have met some really cool people along the way, including really cool role players. So I'm super excited about today's first episode of a podcast all about roleplay. So we have a new podcast series called the RP Roundtable, where I join fellow Twitch partners King J Clouded and Pearson TV Live to talk about some of the things that are going on in the Fivem community, the changing landscape of roleplay, and then also to just like bring attention to issues that we face on the regular as streamers, as role players, as a woman, as a black woman, and then also like how there's some commentary also on what roleplay is like in the black community as well. So we have a lot of insights. We talked to a lot of people. We had people call in and share their opinions, including server owners for some really big servers out there. So I'm really excited to get into this conversation. This was our first ever episode and it was absolutely amazing. I cannot wait for more. Stay tuned. Be sure to keep an eye on community tab. Join our Discord. So we have a Discord for the RP Roundtable, which I will link in the description below. I also have a personal Discord so you can find more about the schedule, behind the scenes stuff, and what's going on. And definitely tune in for the next episode. And if you have any opinions on GTA roleplay, be sure to call in and express your opinion, honey, because it was insightful. I'm really excited about this. So I'm going to jump right in. This was a 5.5 hour stream. I don't think they're all gonna be this long, but I'm gonna try to, I gotta go edit it right now. We are pre-edit right now. This is pre-edit Meela. I might be losing my mind in a couple of minutes, but let's jump right in and welcome to the Roleplay Roundtable.
Now, Ms. Vanderbilt, how do you feel is the current state of roleplay? What do you think about current state of roleplay right now?
Yeah, I don't think it's what it used to be. I really don't think people are focused on role play anymore. I think, I've heard everything from it's being treated as a dating game. People are kind of, it feels like Second Life. Like, I know I said I role played in Second Life, but Second Life itself isn't a role play platform. So there are just people hanging out, making friends, trying to get busy with each other, trying to ERP and trying to take stuff to real life. And that feels like what GTA roleplay has become. And there used to be a big difference between the two. But I think a lot of it comes from a little bit of TikTok. People like picked up on TikTok real quick. People started joining GTA Roleplayer, watching us all stream it and thinking it's fun, but with no background on what they're supposed to be doing there. So I feel like there's just a lot of people that don't know what they're doing and they haven't had that many good examples because there are also just big streamers hanging out and doing things.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, y'all know exactly how I feel about Fivem. It's or again, I see it's two different sides of roleplay. You have your urban role play, and then you have your, I guess, professional type role play. And the urban side is just getting to the point where it's so bad. I don't know if it's any, like, this generation of role play is not the same as it was 5 years ago. And it's not for the better, in my opinion. It's really bad. But like I said, we're gonna get more specifically into that. So we're gonna go ahead and start off by asking Pearson TV, why do you feel like Fivem is dying right now?
I wouldn't say per se Fivem is dying. I would say Fivem is going through a period of neglect. I would say the reason why Fivem is going through a period of neglect is because of, I don't know if I don't want to jump too fast, but I mean, we just got to get straight into it. It's because the lack of examples that are being set. Starting with server owners. That's what we got to start with, because we got to start straight from the top. The server owners. We all know the server owners are just trying to pay a damn light bill. They might be trying to play a car note, and they are not investing into their servers. They're not withholding the passion of RP like they did back in 2022. They seen it was a quick, good money scheme, like when Little Dirt Trenches came out. You played in that server personally. And
Yep.
like, that is what the whole situation of why Fivem moved to Rockstar. And well, that's not technically the whole vendetta of why Fivem moved to Rockstar. That's a whole nother topic. But we see that was the nature, that was the framework that was set of why Fivem is the way it is, i.e. money grab. and I'll let Meela, excuse me. I've been drinking. Meela go and weigh in on that.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lack of education because I remember when I started. Well, no, we're gonna backtrack. I do think it does start with the servers because I don't think I realized how big of a money grab Fivem was or how focused people were on making money. And I think that's a new thing. I think when we got started back in like COVID time, like 2020, people weren't here just to make money. People enjoyed role play. So even like the urban server, I've always been in the urban servers. I've never been in like the no pixels or whatever. I have been chasing character creation and they gonna have what I'm looking for. But even back then, I think people were focused on places feeling like role play experiences. But like as it developed into a money grab, I think people are more focused on just numbers and like trying to get to a point where you have a queue so you can charge people for it, trying to get to a point where you can have a Tebic story where you charge people for shit. But what happened is even when I was brand new, my first day in roleplay, girl, I got clean cussed out. I got reported on. I got pulled into sits because people were serious about the roleplay and holding people accountable. Now you have people that are like trying to chase numbers. So one, they don't give a hell. They don't care what you're doing as long as you bring numbers in. And two, they're so afraid to make newcomers not feel, I don't know, overwhelmed that they put no burden of knowledge on the actual role players. So I don't know, it's messy, but I do think it starts at a governance point from the servers. And because I've always been a person that thinks that everybody can exist. If there are 100K or die servers, sure, be you. If there are roleplay servers, sure. But I think they've given up like trying to have any solid roleplay as long as you can bring in numbers and as long as you can put some money on something.
How do you feel about female prio, Meela? I want to ask you that. How do you feel about
first, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is it fine?
Yes, we can hear you.
One, I've always thought it was weird, but like I think the intention, the original idea around it was to help with the balance. But I think what you have now, you have servers that have not put in any sort of effort or marketing efforts into attracting women to their server. So instead of doing that, instead of making it a safe space for us, instead of making sure there's no transphobia or homophobia, which also leads to the sexism that we face, instead of like doing the things like creating activities in the role play that we want, they will instead just give us prio. So that is usually my red flag when I see female prio. When you're kind of put up like that, because they'll put them at the top of the server, they'll put a top server prio for free. You're usually the product. So usually those are the servers where you're gonna get preyed on, where you're gonna get harassed like crazy. Like we know what the deal is. If there's female prio on the server, we about to get harassed like crazy, and you have to figure out how to deal with that appropriately. I could go on a whole tangent about like the experience for women in servers. But I think the original idea was to help offset the balance. We are always going to be wildly outnumbered, and they wanted to help balance it. But I think we are so far removed from that it is just a place where we can say this girl has a vagina in real life, so you're free to go after her.
I feel like it is a moment in place when there is an acceptable female prio. For example, the moment in place that was acceptable was Storybook. She is a female owner. Obviously, she wanted to cater to a lot of females. She wanted to have a safe place for them to be able to have a little bit of more softer role play, a little bit of more sensitive and more deeper controlled role play. And then because it's not all the guns, it's not all the gangs, it's not all the hoodlums and stuff like that, usually to be able to like use, this is just my RP as an excuse, like that's the server, like it's the purpose for that. But these other servers, like just a simple like server like Windy City or freaking the Towns or freaking, District 10, all those other servers like that. I don't actually, District 10, I don't even think they have female prio. I don't think they do that.
H-Town.
H-Town. Oh, okay, that might be another one, H-Town. Like where it's just like, okay, you're just using women as a commodity.
Yeah.
Why do you need to use a female prio? Because you're saying, okay, if we have all the women, the elephant is in the room. The elephant is in the room. If we have all these women in here, we know all these. You know what's going to come? The ninjas.
And I think,
we know all the ninjas that's going to come. But my thing is you have to set the example. You have to be passionate about the role play. It's about the role play is what's going to matter. You want a quality role players in your city, then you got to do what you got to do. Like, listen, if I got to have if I got to RP around a whole bunch of men, to get good scenes, to get good quality movies, then that's what I will do. Like, why do I have to say I gotta load this server down with a whole bunch of women so I can get males in here so we can have numbers? Like Meela said before when we started this conversation, everybody's just concerned about the numbers.
It's crazy because my thing is the lack of knowledge of other people don't know this stuff is going on. If we don't speak on this stuff, nobody will know that this stuff even goes on. Like as far as like female harassment, I didn't know that was an actual thing in role play. I never knew that.
That could be a whole
segment. I didn't even know. Whole segment. I didn't even know until, like I said, with the racism thing on Reddit. Until I see you go through it, I didn't know it was real.
Racism and sexism every single server I've ever been in, even the ones I'm calling the best, there has not been a single day of roleplay where we're not receiving racism or sexism.
Somebody asked you to, King J said, why don't you make your own server? Can you please start first? Because you've been RPing and in the servers longer than me.
Okay, all right, I'll start with that. I won't make a server because, to be honest with you, the way that the community is set up right now, y'all don't appreciate shit. There's been plenty of good servers that y'all fucked up. So I literally made a server called Bully 2.0. Was supposed to be a school academy server. And you ninjas just came through and just ninja it all up. So I seen it on my own 2 eyes. I watched this, I've been a part of so many servers, even with Rockstar themselves. Sean Fantino, DTX 5 actor, I work directly under him.
I've owned a server myself.
And what did y'all do? I'm sorry, not y'all, but what did the community do? They came in and destroyed it. He spent over $5,000 1 month on that server just for people to criticize him, betray him, and leave him like he didn't even matter. So I would never, ever in my life. And plus, I'm way too angry and way too mean. I would snap and ban every single person. First of all, like I said, you niggas ain't ready for RP. And you are not ready for that.
Losing their minds.
You're not ready.
It's not that.
I'm not ready. I'm not. There's no point to make a server when there's good servers out there. Why would I go make a server when there's one that's already made? Ain't no pixels. I don't need to go nowhere else. I'm good. I wouldn't waste a fucking second.
I want to speak to it a little bit because my TikTok chat going crazy about talking about you just don't want criticism. I think so. I owned a server. Before Fivem turned to shit, and y'all will not understand the amount of grown ass men crybabying calls with me all day because things aren't their way. I think there is a level of entitlement that people don't understand. That's why I'm always very pro just find the server for you. I think when we talk about the issue with Fivem right now, it's the fact that there are no options for us, like very few options for us to find a server without all the bullshit. But like people feel very entitled to you turning your server that you're paying for into their experience. And like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to hear a 35-year-old man cry at me because someone shot him down or RDM'd him. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like, I don't care. Figure your roleplay out. And like, you don't have that space. And especially when you're trying to create content, you're trying to edit fucking videos and create TikToks and stay relevant and keep your stuff going. You don't have time to sit there with a 35-year-old man who is crying about someone shot him down. And that ain't nothing about like me wanting bad criticism.
That's true.
Or not wanting it.
That's definitely true. And Meela, it's just like you work so hard in some of these servers. It's just like, I'll go back to the Grimm's world. It's just like, damn, I didn't have to work as hard. It was, and then Storybook as well. I don't have to work as hard. Motherfuckers is in RP mode. They're in their bag. So it's just like, I can come to the King J Cloudy and boom, he will fucking do his whatever, and then I could do whatever. And then he could do whatever, and then I could do whatever. I don't have to work as hard. I'm not the only one there. It's just doing whatever, RP. And then when I'm off the stream, I'm just like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I worked hard today. Like, and then when I'm looking through my clips, I'm like, oh my God, time to edit. We got to put up our TikTok clips. And we're just like, damn, I ain't got shit. I'm going to get swiped up on that. Like, oh my God, that scene, he was so dry in that scene. Like, oh, he cried in that scene. She cried in that scene. Like, and it is like, fuck, I don't have nothing to post. And it's just like, damn. So it's just like, bro, because there was a comment and saying, stop worrying about what other people's doing. And no, we're speaking on personal experiences because it's collective as a whole, because it's back to what when another Mark chatter said, hey, some people don't make content, but there was rules back in 2022 that I seen in the Discord that said treat everybody when you're interacting, treat RP as if they were streaming, as if they had their freaking content creation going on or something of that nature. Like, you have to give your very best when you are RPing with each other, because maybe you're not on a live stream, but maybe the little metal clip that you have, you said, you know what, that was a fire scene clip. There you go. You're not streaming, but you got a clip.
Let me ask y'all: Has anybody role played a mayor before? I'm gonna ask you, Meela. Have you been in a server where they had a mayor
assistant in Project Life? I think I was his assistant.
Okay. All right, Pearson, what about you? Have you been in a server where they had a directive, like there was a mayor in the server, like literally somebody role playing as a mayor?
Yeah, that was Project Life. You remember?
Wow.
This was my first time becoming chief of police. Was in Project Life. This was back in 2021. I became the chief of police. The freaking server owner. The community was so close knit. I need all the city to come out. This is what you call it? Not inauguration, but like, you know, the swearing in of the chief of police. You know what I'm saying? Like RP like that. The whole community came to that set. Thugs and all had their flags behind their back and everything.
And that was the other thing too. I feel like
how you
people showed up. Yeah.
And people showed up. I did a little speech and everything. That's the stuff that I can remember off the top of my head. I can't remember these little blow schmo servers that I've been in and did PD shit in. I could probably scroll on my TikTok and look and say, oh shit, that happened. But shit like that, I can remember. This is before I really started streaming and before I really started making content. Like stuff like that. They had a mayor, the mayor election. You don't see that no more. King J Cloud, I don't remember the last time I did a negotiation for a bank robbery scene.
I don't see, I was just talking about this. I don't see heist robberies, nothing in GTA anymore. What is going on?
We gonna cut the arrow real quick. It's too hot.
What is going on?
I was like, because I went over to Red Dead. I'm like, are they still robbing banks? I was like, wait, we used to rob banks. We used to have hostages. We used to negotiate. What happened?
You remember we used to be like, no passage, freaking like all that shit, no air one.
We had so many different types of heists that were like, they were same heists from like GTA, but they were brought to life because you had everyone in all these roles. You had PD showing up, not trying to air everybody out. Like,
because Meela, the Wyans are asleep. They don't, they forget what they saw on the streams.
But also I feel like a lot of these new YNs, they've never seen it. Like what we're talking about, these people don't know this existed.
Some of them don't know it existed. Some of them have seen it from the streams. They've seen it from the streams. That what invested them into getting a PC or being able to use the PC they already had to get onto Fivem. That is what got them onto Fivem. Like and then they're asleep. They want to buy the gun to stand on and buy /trap/bundles. That is what they're confined to. These server owners have confined them to that. They are in prison.
You gotta think about it. They don't know.
Bundles. They are.
You gotta think about it though.
But like, server owners have just taken all of that out. Like, I don't even see the dynamics for it to exist in servers anymore. I haven't seen a single one that has a bank robbery script.
Somebody said not enough PD. Somebody said not enough PD.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. The problem is, y'all don't know how to RP.
I was like, what PD gonna do if I get like aired out every 2 seconds?
Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't know how to RP. Period. So how can you expect the police to get on duty and deal with the shenanigans that y'all put us through? Because again, a lot of y'all couldn't be PD even if you tried. And that's what I really want to speak on, is diversity and role play, being able to do multiple roles. Some of y'all only can be thugs. That is your highlight of RP. You can be a cop. You can be a mayor.
Too, where motherfuckers they'll sling dope and then they'll get on PD and won't metagame and they'll just be right in character.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers is just that all they know. They know their numbers to their faces down to a T. They don't even have to take a screenshot no more. Boom. They go into the next server, boom. These characters built like that because they're so sleek.
Yeah.
And they don't even know what a and then when they try to do a bank robbery scene in some of these servers, it ends in like, oh, shootout. It ends in motherfucking YN
Child,
crime.
they don't even like getting pulled
It ends in
over.
freaking like motherfuckers just like fail RPing. I know I have a special friend. She's a friend of you too. She's the one that like showed me first before King J Cloud, Queen of Clutch. She stopped role playing because she said roleplay is dead because nobody want to put their hands up. They don't even want to put their hands up and be a hostage. You go to the hood, you take one of your homegirls and be like that you maybe like that you know of and be like, hey, girl, like whatever, put your hands up, like what the fuck? Fail RP,
I'm sending you up.
no fear, no nothing. You're like, what the fuck? I can't even do my bank scene. I can't even get a hostage because nobody wants to because they just know the usual stand on the slash trap, slash bundles, get into a little arguments. Okay, I love a little mess. Trust me, I love a little mess.
Same. I like a little fight.
love going around PD and I love getting into the conflicts and stuff like that. But okay, it gets to a point where you still got to have some RP to make sure that you subside or balance within the mess. And like, you got to make sure that you go ahead and put your hands up, be a hostage. Oh my God! Oh, my baby daddy. He's just attacking me. You gotta fucking get in your RP bag.
Yeah. No, like, they gonna hit you with it. It's a GZ. It's a GZ. It's a GZ. That's what they gonna hit you with though. It's a GZ. It's a GZ.
It's like y'all can't do that, bro. GZs. What's up?
You can't do this, bro. All right, bro. I'm finna send you up, bro. How many times have you heard that? I'm finna send you up.
And if I cuss a dude out too heavy, he send me up. Child, please. I think I called someone 3 drugs the other day. I was sending you up. Girl, please.
The OOC-ness in the servers today is insane. It's insane. I don't know when and where the shift happened and when this semi bullshit started to come about. When we start lowering the quality. No, it's literally role play or no role play. I don't know where did we just start? Who started? This is a semi. No, it ain't no role play. The second you go OOC, there is no more role play.
I appreciate y'all. I just want to interject, but I'm gonna caveat on that, King J. But I appreciate y'all, and if y'all are on my Pearson TV Live on the Purple app, y'all hear the follow. I appreciate all y'all supporters coming in and following, but y'all hear the following sound, right? Shut y'all bitch ass up. I'm gonna send that shit up. I put that on my follow sound for a reason. That follow sound that y'all hear on my Pearson TV Live, I put that on there for a reason. Yeah, yep, there you go, right there. You hear it?
Right.
That is the OOC that we're talking about. That's the whole reason why I put that sound there. It's because it's just like, okay, I'm arresting somebody and I'm doing a scene or whatever like that, and you go OC. I'm sending this up. I'm running a ticket. I'm opening a ticket. I'm doing this. Whatever happened till you get into the rope with, oh shit, I got caught by the cops. Oh, officer, please. I can snitch on these motherfuckers. I can listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, why do we have to pre-plan scenes sometimes? And I don't do that. I don't even do that. No. But it's just like, you gotta, like, there's some scenes that some server owners or some people have tried. Oh, we have a bank robbery coming. Why does a chief of police or commissioner or somebody has to come into the PD court and say, oh, get ready, I need as many cops as we can. We having a bank robbery scene. There's what? I remember we just flying in the city. Oh, alert, bank robbery. Oh, you better be on your shit. You better know how to role play. You better know how to get in character. You better know how to negotiate. You better know how to do what you got to do. You know how to set your car up. You know how to do it because we role play those freaking scenarios. We used to role play those trainings. But now it's just that you come in the Discord and say, oh, they want to do a scene because your top freaking YN, your top fucking hoodlum thug role player want to freaking do something for his eyes. She want to do something for the eyes.
But my question is, right?
In the pin comment.
And I spoke this with Jay when you came to my stream, right? Is
why everybody mic's working but mine?
How, as Black people, right? How can we not have a server, something to be proud of? But because we are the funniest people on the planet. Let's just call it what it is. We are the funniest people on the planet.
I got so many comments on this. Because
and we can't
the people
put our
role-playing
brains
this shit
together.
are trapped
You know
in
what
the
I'm saying?
minstrel
And
show
no
of it
pixel,
all.
no shot of no pixel because
They
you've been
want
telling me
to
to
make
come to no
black
pixel,
jokes instead of just being funny.
right? And Prodigy, all these big servers that are Caucasian owned, white tea owned.
I ain't going there. I'm so sorry.
We
y'all.
can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that.
Y'all want to go first? Meela, y'all anybody want to go first? 'Cause this is gonna take me about an hour.
Oh, an hour.
I'm
I don't have too many. I mean, I feel like the one thing that I've noticed in roleplay lately, especially because you're saying like we are the funniest people out here. I don't understand like why there's not more of it. One thing I think it's not even my qualm with just GTA roleplay. It is with streaming lately that it's like they've developed this minstrel show type humor where people enjoy making black people the brunt of the joke. Instead of us like focusing on where our humor really is, they're like leaning into what they think the wider audience finds funny. Like I see so many black people playing white characters just to be racist to black people that it's like awkward. So it's like, why are y'all putting on black people blackface and y'all putting on a minstrel show for all these people that you think that this is their humor? That's my biggest qualm with it. That's a whole different conversation. I didn't expect to go there today.
Oh, so I'm not crazy, right? I'm not crazy in thinking, and no disrespect to Stacks, that's just kind of.
And what a lot of people trying to be like Stacks. So people see Stacks' success.
Exactly.
I've run to Stacks so many times to get on my fucking nerves, but people see his success and they're like, this is the humor. Right. You got to make fun of black people to be found funny and to grow. And you got, even if you're black, but what's crazy is like, it's satisfying who they assume they assume that they got to satisfy a white audience to be successful here. So the easiest grab at that is just make funny or make jokes at the lowest hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So like, that's why I'm like, we're more than this. This don't have to be the biggest part of our humor here, but child, they love it.
No, I would reciprocate. I would caveat what she said is this that like we invented hip hop, we invented rap, we are the leaders of like cultural, like define like we're defining cultural experience and like the norm, like the trends, everything. We are so talented. Where is the talent? Why do I have to have people in? I keep going back to Storybook. I'm sorry, because that's where I was able to like. People didn't know I could RP like that. People was just like, "Who is this guy? Y'all didn't see my PD shit? Like y'all just now seeing who I am? Like I get like at least 20 followers on an hour stream every night. I stream Storybook, and I'm just like, y'all just now showing up to the channel. Like I've been doing this. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's servers like that. It's just like okay, UCRP, but I can go into another server and do a PD. Like I can role play as a cop, and I would have people in TikTok and be like, oh, you ever used to be a cop? You a cop? Like no. Like I get scared when I see a cop get behind me. I be like, oh shit, what would I do in RP? Where is that cop? He's probably like calling on the radio. That's what that cop is doing. He's sitting over there in the corner. He's probably saying he's doing a signal 11. Like all that shit. That's what I do. And I'm just like, why can't we dig into our RP bag? And like, why do we have to constantly play the same Hawaiian characters with a little face? They all, you know what I'm saying? The little body and all.
Wait, is that our fault then? Is that our fault as a community?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Because this is the thing. This is the thing. When I first seen this, when I was watching YBN, when Annoying TV was role playing as a snitch, they hated him for that. They were, hey, be the tough guy, be the gangster. That's what that's what everybody in the chat. Oh, bro, you scared? Oh, you got beat up? Oh, bro, it's role play. Why are we? It shouldn't matter what my character does. It shouldn't matter. But yeah, the community, the community, they want you to be a shooter. That's what gets the most views, right? If you go on YouTube right now and search up GTA RP, you're gonna see YBN clips, Demon Time. Nothing about an actual fucking story. No story is going on. It's all about shooting. Because that's what these niggas want to see.
I did not know that.
I think it takes a very strong-willed streamer though, because like even with me, I refuse to do relationship roleplay anymore. But my best performing content is relationship roleplay. So I assume it's very similar in the dude space. Like shooter roleplay is probably the best. Who knows why? But it takes so much willpower to be like, I know what performs best, but I'm not gonna do it. And I think people are so focused on chasing like numbers that again, it's hard to not just go into that.
Can you explain about chasing numbers? Because I've heard you say that a lot tonight. What is the chasing numbers?
Well, just trying to growth. So from a streamer perspective, if we have content that performs better, whether that's on TikTok, YouTube, like I said, I had content. I was heavy into relationship role play when I got partnered. Like that is my best content. That's when we were hitting 200 viewers in a Twitch stream. That is hard to not want to keep that status quo, even if it goes against naturally what you want to role play or the stories you want to tell. If you see that people show up for the content that is popular or even toxic, it's hard not to lean into that and just like give more of it. But, you know, you can't be focused on analytics. That's what I'm saying. Numbers, analytics, chasing actual growth. Because at the end of the day, we want to grow as streamers.
Why can't we, as a Black community, do what Pixel and Prodigy is doing? Is be honest with you, envy, jealousy. We don't as many people as you see right now on this current day have all these different servers. Nobody thought, let me go help him out. I ain't gonna even start. Let me go help him out. Let me go invest into. Let me go help that man out because I see everybody is selfish, greedy.
I agree.
They want to offer themselves. Again, like I said, with these servers, ask yourself, how many times has the server owner said, hey, everybody go check out his stream? Or, hey, let me go raid him. Let me go show him some love. From all the random servers that y'all done been into, how many people have actually showed you they want everything for them? They could care less about you. So again, when you say, why can't we do it?
Damn.
If you look at the No Pixel community, these people made a whole fan page just off the strength because they love what their streamers do. They have a
team.
and they know this is a video game and they know, hey, let's help this guy. Bro, I swear to God, I kid you not, I got rated by a No Pixel streamer and they told me, hey, run ads. We will sit here and watch these ads because we want you to get paid. Listen, I ain't never seen nothing like that a day in my life.
I mean, low-key, my favorite GTA girl is No Pixel. She started in No Pixel. I didn't give shout out. Shout out's Karma King, obviously. We share such the same community. Love her down. But like, I think I was introduced to GTA Roleplay through her. So I think that is why I've always I don't have this scarcity mindset that I don't think is just GTA Roleplay. I think it kind of taints the Black community in general. There's just a scarcity mindset with us outside of gaming. So I think it creates this like competition that's unnecessary because I've always looked at streaming. I'm like, if we all climb up together, like it creates,
kill it.
yeah.
Kill it.
So like I'm gonna raid Jay every day I see him out. He raids me all the time. I'm like, me and Jay growing together makes sense. Like if I could get a group of people together, if I could support other people, they support me the same way. Like we all come up. But I like I said, I don't think it's a thing in our community.
I say 3 questions. I got 1 specifically for Pearson and then 2 random. I'm gonna just start off. I'm gonna say, I feel like the current state of role play, like how it's looked at, I think being like a serious role player is looked at as corny to some people, like a broad majority, like windy people. I mean, I feel like it's looked at as corny. And I feel like if you're not in like a DMer mindset, if you're not making MP4s, if you're not doing all that, you corny. You feel me? So I feel like I got a question for y'all that I'm gonna ask a follow-up. I got a question. What do y'all think like we could do to like change people's mindsets?
So he said he was directing for me first. It said corny as Serious RP. The thing is, like how King J Clouded just said, Serious RP and semi-serious Serious RP. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Roleplay is roleplay. When you go look at the thesaurus or your dictionary, roleplay is going to say one definition. It's not going to say semi. It's not going to say serious. These server owners and these servers, the server dynamic has put a label on what it is to role play. And I think a lot of role players have freaking defined serious RP as if you got to do a /me or a /do, or you got to freaking walk injured. You got to walk injured if you get hit by a car, whatever like that. No, role play is role play. Semi, they have let it be anything. 100K or die. Obviously, we got 100K or die. That's just like anything goes. That's just been might as well be damn near freaking GTA Online. We know about them. So a lot of people has put, because I've been into 100K of die before, and there's role play there. it's just who you surround yourself around is who you find that's going to have that actual role play. But how long does it last? How long is it comes to a point, or it gets to a point? I gotta take this ends out. I don't smoke no more. It's just like it gets to a point of when like this gets too annoying, or this gets too dead to me, or this gets too boring, or this gets too dry for me. It's to a point where people start to navigate into these different categories, because server owners, how Meela said, is they're looking for quantity. They're not looking for the role play of it. They're looking for quantity. So they say, oh, we're serious. You get to you get to type out an action. You get to be more slow. You get to be this, you get to be that, and then semi. Oh, you get to just, if you flip a couple times, like you get to roll back over and you get to go, blah, 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 blah. Like, oh, you get to do this. You don't have to slash me. You don't have to slash do.
Nothing. We just gave you a little shout out.
And
talk
then
about your role play.
Anything. And then you have 100K of die. Obviously, nobody want to talk about them. They're just yeah. Like, so it gets to that point. But for a streamer, for a content creator, like I said, I retired from the serious RP, but Storybook, like I keep going back to it, I understand. Like when I went into Storybook, it's supposed to be a serious RP server, and it's /me and /do. But I talked to the owner and I said, I retired from /me /do because it slows the content down. And I really don't want to do it. It slows me down from being able to continue a scene because people don't know. They're not standing right beside me. They don't know that I'm typing. And like, why should you put in a server 3 dots on top of your head that I'm typing? Like that's just stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why should I put 3 dots on my head that I'm typing? And then you got to stop. And then because we're all human at the end of the day, and some people are still learning this game, like, and they're not going to know that, oh, I'm typing out an action. So she said, hey, it's recommended. It's recommended, but it's not like it's not required, So I said, okay, I can fuck with that. But when we got in there, we was actually role playing. Like there was some, I heard it and type really fast, but there was some things that like we was able to execute as role play. I was able to get scenes out of the way. I was able to make good quality content, but everybody was role playing. Like, like I remember watching a stream from King J Cloud like a while back. He said, "Damn, if I gotta type, I should type that. I gotta freaking close my door." It was a stream long time. I told you I have a good memory, and I'll be watching your shit. He said, if I close my door, I gotta roll up my window. I gotta do this. I should be typing that. Like, it's. I just feel like a lot of people misunderstand what that means. Role play is role play. Like, hopefully that like answers your question. And I don't know if anybody will need to weigh in on that, but yeah.
All right, so let me ask this: Have y'all heard of a server called GTA World? It's strictly text roleplay. Have y'all heard of that on Rage? How do you feel? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about?
For me personally, as someone who came from text roleplay before I found GTA roleplay, I don't see the point. I mean, I get there's interest. There are people literally that can't speak or hear, so yeah, there's a demand for it, I assume. But no, I mean, I think everyone has their own interests. I think to your first question about like it being cringy, I do think it is because the standards of roleplay have gone down to the point that we accept just hanging out with each other as roleplay, and people aren't even understanding. I posted a TikTok about people creating backstories. People shit talked me in that video about this is how you make a backstory. The fuck are you making a backstory for a lot of? Because what? Like, I think one, we have to acknowledge we're playing Barbies, yes, but two, like. If we're not just standing around, the actual roleplay wouldn't be so cringy. But I do think I see it. I see people cringe because they don't understand that you're creating a story together. But
why does people cringe? Why do people cringe on if
that's what I'm saying.
She wants to pay a big girl, or she wants to play it like or like a crackhead or something like that? Why do we have to go to these streams? But I go on Twitch and I'm seeing people hanging out and just not really. It's the same characters. It's the same shit.
Same dating simulator.
Song.
Someone
Nobody is really digging because it's so cringe. Nobody wants to freaking think outside the box, play different characters. Nobody actually wants to take it to the next level.
And I'm gonna cut in here.
Wants to do the same fucking thing. I'm sorry, the cursing, but everybody wants to do the same thing, and it's draining. Nobody wants it. And now I get it. We can talk about like, because I love my people, and we're talking about our people, but I could talk about those other people, you know, on the back of us. Sometimes I don't want to see purple hair. Sometimes I don't want to see bunny ears and like wings, angel wings and stuff like that. You supposed to be walking around Los Santos, but you walking around as a fairy wing and shit like that. Like that's been prohibiting me from going to that side of town. You see what I'm saying? Like, so and I just got to find a happy medium somewhere that, hey, I got a big girl over here. I got a crackhead. I got somebody that's robbing a bank. But that's hard to find. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody wants to think that, oh, I gotta go to Windy City. Windy City's open up. I gotta freaking go on the block. I gotta have 4 a.m. Y'all don't even been to Chicago. Half y'all don't even know what goes on down there.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
recruited
People
those
don't
people
have
for the military.
IRL
Like,
experience.
y'all don't even know what the fuck they is doing. Half y'all is role playing that wrong. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But everybody think that, oh, we gotta do this. Like, let's get Chosen, and then we're gonna get Grim Savage in. What's up, daughter?
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey.
She's a streamer as
Meela.
well. She's a
Shout
streamer
out
as
to
well.
Meela. Let me
Shout
tell
out-
y'all real quick.
Before you go, hit out your handle. She is a streamer on TikTok as well. She is a
Okay,
streamer
I
on
got
TikTok.
you. My name on TikTok is chosen_XOXO, and my name on Twitch is truly_chosen1.
Yes.
Meela, I just want to say shout out to you, beautiful, because you honestly the reason why I really started Fivem. I'm talking, I used to have your video on repeat trying to make my character like
Appreciate you.
When I tell you, so I appreciate you for actually taking the time out your day and showing queens how to really perfect their craft. Because some girls be in there looking like who did it and why. And I'll be like, let me refer you to this link below. Because if I can take the time to watch her, you need to take the time to watch her.
I appreciate that. Thank you so
So
much.
I thank you, Mama. Yes, thank you. But yeah, y'all, let's talk. Let's clock tea. What's up?
What you got to say?
I know
So,
my
I wanna
chat. We've been they've been eager to talk about our experiences like women in servers. Cause I think like even Jay mentioning he didn't even know that was an issue with the girls. Like I'm like, it seems like such a big part of our role play to navigate these servers as a woman. I would love to hear your input.
You said women-owned servers or just like
Or just
women in
being a
servers?
woman in a server, yeah.
Okay.
I don't say female.
For
yeah.
one. So for one, I do not like where Fivem has gone. I feel like if I don't look a certain way beyond the camera, I don't have a chance. And it should never be like that. I remember when RP was real, where people didn't even know each other. Like people will RP years and never had a conversation. OOC, never knew what each other looked like in emails. It was just strictly, you know, my character. And I feel like in this world today in Fivem, it's like it's too many mean girls in RP. It's too many. Oh, because I might be this caliber IRL, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna treat you a certain way. When you don't know me from a can of paint, you don't know what I do for work IRL. You don't know what type of lifestyle I live. You don't know nothing about me. All you know is I'm logging in and clicking connect just like you. But I feel like now it's like if I'm not at a certain like level of attitude, or if I'm not at a certain like if I'm not riding the wave that the main quote unquote female of the city is riding, I don't qualify to be with y'all. Like it should never be like that.
Yeah. Preach. And I think the one thing I could say, I don't think people understand how big of a trickle effect the whole GTA becoming a dating platform is. Like it trickles down. Cause one, if you're like, even what he mentioned earlier, nobody wants to be a fat character, nobody wants to be this. Because if you're looked at as something that would be undesirable for someone, you get iced out of role play. If they assume that you're not who you are behind the character, you get iced out. So like literally I have had people just stop talking and run away from me because my voice is deep and they assume I might be a dude behind the character or just don't look good enough to talk to them. And what's crazy is like what is doing like the girl, there are Fivem pick-me's, I've been talking about it, but there are girls that want to prove their desirability so much that they will join the dudes in that same behavior to women, which is crazy.
The ladies of Fivem are very egotistic. Like I feel like it's basically they want every nigga to know that they probably that girl in IRL. And let me just say this: every woman is beautiful.
In real life, you ain't doing that.
Right, thank you. And I feel like this: every woman is beautiful in their own way. Absolutely, I agree. But you could be beautiful as hell and be depressed. You can be beautiful and lonely.
Mhm.
You can be beautiful and have no emotion. You can be beautiful and you can't even last in a relationship IRL
And
because
insecure.
every man don't like your attitude. You insecure. You don't know if you know the one, but you might look like outside. I might be like, oh my God, this girl is fine. But in reality, when this girl look in the mirror every day, she crying because she don't feel like she fine. So that's why I'm saying like it's bigger than I could just turn the camera on and look good. It's bigger than that. And I feel like the ladies in Fivem are very egotistic. I feel like they base their friendships, they base their role play, and if they even have that, they based it off how they look. And the first thing when a girl, and you can tell when a girl got bad role play, because when you get into it with them, the first thing they do is go OOC.
Mhm.
You ain't talking
Like,
about
you
my
fat, ugly
character. My
bitch.
character skinny. I'm RP in a skinny character, and you calling me fat. How
Mhm.
you know that? Then on top of that, sometimes that don't even go because a lot of girls that RP big girls be skinny.
Mhm.
Like you don't even know how to stay in character. You don't even know how to where I'm from, we call it roast. You don't know how to bake somebody in character. Like you gotta go strictly OC. Same with the fellas. Soon as you get into it with a dude, yeah, you broke IRL. You ain't like that for real.
Mhm.
Shoot, like you incriminating yourself, sir. I ain't partaking in nothing you talking about. I'm good. I don't know. All I'm asking you, sir, is where this street at? And now you're going to OC because I'm not answering. Or as a woman, now you know, as a woman, when it come to men, if we say no, if we say we're not interested, now we fat, now
Mhm.
we trans,
Now we
now
gotta
we're
get
this,
killed.
now we're that. Like
Right.
what?
I didn't like. I never knew about that stuff until I seen it with my own two eyes. I seen dude harassing females because they wouldn't speak or they said, "Oh, I got a man" or something. Like they
Mhm.
literally go crazy at night. I just I don't understand. Like I just don't. I can't.
It's so
I
weird.
just don't
But like I
understand.
said, I think it also trickles down from that female verification. Like I said, I think it's nuanced because I could see a world where it made sense in the beginning, but it has like invited this entitlement that men have for us in these servers. They feel like you're here for them if you have the audacity to say no. And like I said, at first I wasn't even the one to be up in here giving excuses. I ain't got a man. I like men. I don't want you. You get murdered. But what's crazy is like it trickles into like even the governance. Cause I remember I had a fail RP situation simply because I refused to engage with a dude who wanted to force me into taking his phone number and force me to get romantic with him. And I'm like, I'm just stepping out of the situation. And like it became fail RP. And I'm like, this is real predatory type role play that y'all are allowing. I'm like, it's in so much, like even beyond the very blatant harassment, it's all over the place.
Exactly.
It's
I gotta
crazy.
ask though, how do we how so who's to blame for that? Are we blaming the server for these things that happen? Like the same way this
I
guy
feel
just
like it
came in here
start
and
with the
said that.
people.
Yeah, it's you're a
I feel like
predator.
it
You're
start with the
weird.
people, and it's up to the server to hold
Mhm.
that person accountable.
Yeah.
And I've seen different servers where, let's say it's an admin, because let's talk about it. The admins be the main problems
Mhm.
on some of the situations. And because that admin might be your cousin, IRL, or your best friend, and
Yeah.
he been going to every city with you, you're gonna allow him to treat people with such disrespect. You're gonna allow her to crash out on the females during tickets. You're gonna allow her to disrespect females because it's not the ball not going to y'all court. You're gonna ban me out the Discord because I feel away, or because I done had an altercation with your admin. You're gonna ban me out of this, ban me out of that. And I feel like it start with the people first, because you have to do the action or to have the consequence. Once the person does the action, it's up to you as a server owner, as the admin, to hold them accountable for the action that they chose.
Yeah,
It's
and
simple.
the
And
other
they don't
thing,
do that.
they don't, and they don't recognize any sort of harassment unless it's extreme. I compare this to Reddit, where
Yeah.
they won't recognize racism unless someone calls you the N-word. It's the same with these servers. Like they're not going to recognize different levels of like sexism and weirdness or predatory behavior unless they are saying they're going to R-word you. So like everything else don't matter.
Exactly.
But it does
Exactly.
absolutely starts with the people. These are predators. These are weird fucking people in real
It's like
life,
it's as
and they're enabling it.
F them making me uncomfortable. F them calling me out my name and you say you're a real man, you don't, it's certain things you just don't get low to do. I done seen guys that been in heated situations in RP where they could have went off the handle, but you know what they do? They'll turn around, they'll pop out, pop they, it's just different things. And that's why I said like this role play defines like it's supposed to be a fantasy. It's not supposed to be, it's supposed to be immersive of reality. Like, and people lose focus of that. It's more so, let me try to convince these people that I'm really like this. It never has been like that. I like role play. If I decided to make my character green, you're supposed to be a role playing like my character, real life green.
Yeah.
Not what I look like behind the camera. Not if I'm turning my camera on during a VC call. And I feel like I said, the female have it hard because not only do we got to do a female verification just to verify that I'm a lady, I got breasts. So now you categorizing me. What if I don't care? What if I don't? For my shout out to the people that don't care, categorize themselves in that type of term. Now you're forcing someone to verify themselves just so they could get an incentive or a pay to play type of vibe for a server. In reality, rather if my character is in city a female, I should just get the benefits of role playing as a female. At the end of the day, you're still going to get the money. You're still going to get the wigs. You're still going to get lashes. You're still going to get bundles. You're going to get all those simple things to sell regardless. You got that. So not only do you got to turn your camera on, you got to do female verification. Now you got to wonder, because there are weird people out there. If I turn my camera on, I don't got my makeup done or my lashes on, I'm already in the bonnet. Is you gonna take a picture of me?
They screenshot, they share through Discord.
See my picture floating through your city?
Yes.
Because now I done trusted you to turn my camera on, to show my face, because now I got to verify that I'm me. And this ain't signing me up for credit. This ain't signing me up for a good credit card. This ain't signing me up for a house. This ain't signing me up for a car. My car note still gonna be due. You got me turning on my camera doing all of this just to sell bundles, just to get wigs, just to sell females and argue with females. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it starts with the people and then it goes to the server. And then once their server becomes known for negativity, now you got these server owners, I got this going in my city, I got this going in my city. And it's just a numbers game. Because the more numbers, the more money. And I have no problem with that.
Daughter, I love you. We got to move on. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, beautiful.
No problem, y'all.
Thank you.
Shout out, Josie.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, she gets it.
I appreciate it. She spoke facts, though. She really did. She spoke facts. Grim Savage, what's up? Shout out Grim Savage. Listen. You the second one person I'm gonna bring up, and then they're gonna bring up their people. But go ahead. What you got for us on the panel?
To piggyback off of what she just said, as a server owner, the only reason why I do verifications is for one, first, you already been in my city. We love LGBTQ plus community. But the reason why we do that is because some people want the badge and they want to know who they talk to. It's a slippery slope, we know. But you're not going to please everybody. But you have to protect everybody and how they feel. So with that being said, I mean, there's a lot of just gray area that you have to walk, but then not. You can't please everybody. It's not just a numbers game. To some cities it is. But what people should be trying to build is a community that everybody can sit there and actually want to go to.
So triggered.
That man triggered the shit out of both my chats. Yeah, so his initial his response to the female verification about some people just want to know, but then also proceeded to talk about how real life plays there's no stake in the game. OOC doesn't matter. Like I said, there's nuance when it comes to female verification, but I think people are just jumping on to what everyone else did and what's popular. Like he mentioned, people just jumping on a shit popular. That's what's happening with female verification. The intention of this originally was to help offset the imbalance between men and women in servers. People are just holding on to it because y'all want to prove we have vaginas. Because like, if that were the case, y'all are talking about the amount of female characters versus the amount of male characters in a city. What does verifying have to do with that? I don't give a fuck if these dudes want to know what we are behind the character. That should not be a server's intention when y'all are verifying.
Wait, I thought there was verifying for the female prio and
they're doing it to prove that we're women behind the character. But like our argument is still like, what is the point? Even if it's female prio, is the point to balance your city? Or is the point to let dudes know who they're talking to behind the character? And that's what he said. He was like, because people want to know who they're talking to. Like, what's going on? So Raina's on the admin team. So she was admin Project Life and their new server.
City of Dallas, yeah.
What did you want to pop in about?
Girl, I don't know. You told me to pop in. I am here, but we can talk about some girly issues. We do verification in our city, but like I said in chat, I said it's a little touchy subject for me, but I don't know. We do female presenting, so.
Do we know on that server, like, what the intention is behind it? I think this is the thing that we're at. We're at a point where I think everyone does it and everyone gives female prio. Because there was a point when we joined GTA Roleplay, there were 2 girls to every 70 men. So yeah, there was a point we were outnumbered. But I think we have since balanced, but people don't understand why they're still doing it. So why are we still giving women's prio?
I don't think we've stopped to think about it. I think we just keep doing it.
Yeah.
If people know me, I'm an attorney in a dream.
Let it out.
And there's been a couple of times where server owners will contact the law firm that I work at.
What?
Call
I'm
me.
sorry, my bad. I don't know.
Call me.
Over some GTA.
Yeah. Call me in general in the ease. They'll take away my prio.
What?
They will ruin my RP. Like when I tell you, like shit gets really mixy in this bitch, it gets mixy.
What?
Like
if they had beef, why they just kick you out? Why they doing the most?
A lot
that
of
is fucking crazy word.
It's a lot of essay stuff going on. It's a lot. When I tell you my experience of being at RP, I'm trying to tell you. So when people are talking, people came up here and they're talking about how women really have a hard in RP. It is hard. I think the struggle of men going through prio shit, that's their argument and whatever the case may be. But as a woman, especially a Black woman, I used to stream as well. I do not stream anymore because something really extreme had happened and it carried over to OOC. And I didn't want it to carry to OOC, but it did. I was RPing with a man that I didn't know was married in the dreams. His wife contacted me on TikTok and she was seeing all this shit.
Yeah, been there.
I mean, yeah, all of it. So I took a break. Shit was like just mentally draining, emotionally draining. I didn't want to deal with it. I came into a city. I spent money in this city. The city ended up getting shut down because the owner was doing fuck ass shit. Cam knows this. You know this, Pearson. But we ain't gonna speak about that. Yeah.
Wait, hey, if we gotta be messy, we gotta be messy.
LOA. I'm gonna just say that.
Go ahead.
Love you, Chicago. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
My whole thing with Fivem now is I am tired of these grown ass motherfuckers. And I'm talking about, when I say grown ass, I'm talking about 21 plus getting on here playing 15, 16-year-olds just to go sleep with a grown ass man. Yeah. It's my biggest pet peeve. Why are you RPing as a child to go hump on a grown or to go hump on somebody else's adult? Like, why are we doing that? Why are we doing that? Like, it's mostly the girls. It's mostly the females. Oh yeah, it's mostly the females. And it was going on in the towns. It go on in Windy City. It go on in True Story. It go on everywhere. Every server that has high school roleplay, kid, family roleplay is happening.
I've always
like,
had
how are you comfortable?
A weird feeling about
how are you
kids.
comfortable at your grown age paying a 15-year-old that's sleeping with a person that's playing a 22-year-old?
Oh.
If you need to ERP that bad, you need to be grown.
That's sick.
Therapy.
And also,
prison.
That's also because it's also the women that are RPing with these little ass boys, getting all up in their ear. Same thing with these grown ass men. You're RPing with these little ass children, getting all up in their ear. Like, why are we doing that? Why? Why are we doing that? That's not cute.
This is news to me. That's not, we don't like that word on TikTok. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad. you
PDF.
Keyword RP, and that's not cute nor acceptable. Like, it's legit women that be in the Discord chats. You're not even talking about it in city. You're in the Discord chat messaging the 18-year-old boy talking about how you try to hear what he sounds like. Like, are we okay?
This is
Are we cool
interesting.
today?
I did not know people were doing all that.
This, Murphy, why is 5M become like what I'm observing for this is becoming a dating app or is some Tinder swipe right, swipe left? Like, why has it become that?
Me, it's like this because yes, you
Mr.
have your
we shouted you out earlier for Seven Valley
up here. But
you
my
need to
thing
join the Discord because we want to hear from you.
It's a place where you come in, you having human connection. I think what started the whole e-dating thing is COVID. To me, in my opinion, I feel like is what ruined 5M. Like, because everybody was nobody was touching grass, nobody was outside. So all you had was that internet interaction with everybody. So now it's COVID is over. These same people that was stuck in the house, you're still doing the same thing. You could actually go outside and do that.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's just like, why? Like, why are we doing this? Like, and when I say I have an extensive RP career, like I've been a parent, so I know a parent firsthand. Like I've had back when it was cool to have kids in RP and actually play a child. When my kids were actual kids that were RPing my kids. I was looking in chat with me, and it was a girl in there talking about, I'm trying to see what he sound like. Baby, this boy is 12.
Kids don't need to be in 5M. Fuck that noise.
He's 12. Why are you trying to hear what he sound like? And he
I have a hot take
from the age 12 up to the age of 18.
I have a hot take, child.
And when he turned 18, okay, he's 18, he's grown, he can do what he want to do. But before that, you shouldn't be thinking about what this little boy sound like.
I don't think underage people need to be in 5M, and I don't think adults need to be role playing as children. I don't understand. Like, I know the high school thing's coming around, but it's like you can be an adult and have a parent. This could be a university.
We hire these developers. We pay these developers all this money.
Who's this one talking?
Who I take care.
Well, Metro.
No, I'm talking about.
Metro. Boy, what? He talking
listen,
about?
I pay all my devs heavily. Like I take care of all my devs, no matter what. They do what they supposed to do.
Shit. I forget you can't.
But then
put links.
PD come in and they might want something different. That's
cool,
cool, but I can't. Y'all can't expect us to know what every PD team wants. Every PD team wants something different. You feel me? So
I don't even want to talk to bro. I ain't gonna lie. Bro ain't
niggas just be assuming.
What's going on? Who we inviting to?
Go ahead, my brother. I ain't mean to cut you off.
I don't know who this is.
I'm just saying, a grown man that can't talk to another grown man one-on-one, it's a waste of my time talking to you. You know, like, you're a dev, you're a developer. Like it's no point of doing business with a developer that's not a grown man. You know, so.
We gonna speak on that later. Let 16 finish what you were saying. My bad.
I got you.
Just mute up for me, Jud.
No, yeah, I was just saying, like y'all asked to be a part of the development, like when we first launched a server, right? But that's not like realistically, not a lot of PD teams are looking for that. All we could do as owners is.
But Greedy, let me stop you there. That's the thing. But let me stop you there. Why do a PD team, especially if it's a non-paid PD team, why do we have to facilitate that?
You don't. We had, but listen, we had uniforms though. We had uniforms. Y'all want something specific.
That is why I put my whole blood, sweat, and tears into that city and kept a PD team alive in there, as well as freaking yes. And I stopped what I did. I stopped streaming for a whole year. I only said, how many times I stream your server? I streamed your server 3 times, and I have like probably 4 or 5 TikTok clips.
My name's Mr. Goat, but on here is Jealous Type. I've been doing 5M for like 5 years. I started off in DeVille with Meela, and I roleplay. I'm very diverse. Like I do male, female, white, old. It doesn't matter. Like I play a character because I like story development. Just to speak on the 5M itself,
hold on, because we leaving things out. Mr. Gross, a bomb-ass streamer, was one of the biggest GTA streamers I came across when I was up on TikTok. He was running that shit. And also owned one of my favorite servers ever, Seven Valley. So period. Continue.
Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I did do all that. But I am a lover of RP. I started with RP doing text RP years ago. And then when I got on 5M, it was like a whole new world. if no one knows, I'm of the LGBT community, obviously. So Fivem was very hard for me when I first came in because I didn't know where I would sit in the community because it was so toxic when we're trying to be yourself and just trying to do things that are experimental and fun. So I went to all the bigger cities because usually the bigger cities is where you would get a lot of diversity. You would get a lot of people who are accepting, but you really don't get that. So I ended up making my own city where I wanted to make it a safe space, but I had it for 2 years. It was great while it did, but even my own community is toxic. But what I've learned from Fivem is it's not about RP anymore. It's about popularity. It's about who looks the best, who dresses the best, who has the most money. Nobody cares about character development. Everybody wants to win. Nobody is losing. They're afraid to lose. They're afraid to die. They're afraid to change their storyline because people are coming into these servers playing a life that they wish they had. They're not playing characters. They're playing themselves. And I think that's what really messed up with RP. IRL pictures, girls. I think it just turned into a dating source. Like, I hate female verification because primarily for me, I play female characters. I do a very good job at it. And it's never been I want to be a woman type situation. It's I can create more diversity in content as a content creator on a female soul because you can do and get away with a little bit more than a guy. And it's more fun. Like, you get to just, push boundaries and stuff like that. When people start getting weird about it is when it doesn't become fun anymore. But there's been times where I play female and I'll play with heterosexual men and then they'll get they'll get like bashed for RPing with me, but my character is the female. I don't talk with my regular voice. I do use a voice mod and things of that nature to keep it more realistic to the story. But it's just like, what difference does it make if we're here to create content together at the end of the day? My biggest thing about RP is that it should be about the content, point blank, period. It should never be the OOC, the dating, the what you look like. All that shit is unnecessary. And it just really kills the whole atmosphere 100%. And it like I said before, it sucks because when you're a person like me who likes to do RP and create content and do storylines, when you try to go into these cities and you try to do that and do something fun with people or, even troll a little bit just to give some kind of oomph to a city, people just be like, oh, you trolling, you ain't gonna get nothing. Like, bro, just give me my RP. If I'm going to be like this uppity, up-nosed, snotty-ass, rich Caucasian woman, treat me like that. If you want to fight me, fight me. It's cool with that, but you don't have to be like, oh, that's a voice mod. Nigga, you just broke RP. Like, what are you talking about?
Those are the same people that never go anywhere. If you notice, these are the same people that have those that have a problem with stuff like that. One, you're insecure about yourself. Number two, you're never gonna go anywhere in life. You're gonna stay at the exact same spot that you at forever. While we go up, you'll still be at the same spot over there. Ha ha ha! Look at that guy like, talking all that shit, but yeah, you can't get over 1,000 views. You can't because you care so much about what somebody else has to say. The shit lame. And again, I'm gonna say this real quick. If any motherfucker got a problem with any type of community in my chat, I'm gonna ban your ass right now. I don't have time for that shit. If you got a problem with how somebody talk, what they role play as, or got an issue with that shit, get the fuck out my. You don't support shit. I don't tolerate that shit at all. If you got a problem with how somebody want to live their motherfucking life, please get the fuck out my chat.
You know what, King J. Cloud? I seen this dude, his King Tonio on Twitch. He was in a city, and yes, it was that side of the city. And like, it was urban people in there too. And even the freaking, that was like, okay, let me bring it. He was in a woman char, and he was like talking in his voice or whatever like that, regular voice, but feminized voice. And like, there was no shit RPing with him. This was no shit RPing with him, and like giving him the RP, freaking not freaking thinking nothing of it, not talking no shit, no voice change, or no weird shit. Literally, this was RP and YN sounding too. And like, that's the thing. It's just like, is it these servers?
I
because
think
they allow that.
Yeah.
Meela, can you speak on that?
I think it's hive mentality because I have been in servers as well that haven't disrespected people that are not the gender they're playing behind the character. But it's literally like whatever the majority is doing, like people will just follow. So like if there are a bunch of YNs in here being homophobic, people feel so comfortable just doing that naturally to everyone. Like, there's no reason a bunch of Black people can't come together and not be homophobic, but it is like this big hive mentality. Whoever is in the majority, they're gonna just adopt whatever their behaviors are. So I don't even know what that's all about.
I agree. I will say, piggybacking off what she's saying, it's like if server owners allow it, then it's going to be the norm. You know what I'm saying? And it just sucks because my community is big and we do drive a lot of viewership and content to these cities. Like big cities depend on us and they don't even realize it. So it's like, just respect us in our storyline, our RP, and let it be. Like if people are coming out of pocket and being like going into the DMs and shit like that, yeah, check them. But if we're out there just making our shit, like me, I just make my content. That's all I give a fuck about. If you want to be cool with me, cool. If you see me on stream, cool. But there's nothing beyond that. I don't care.
Somebody said,
what
do
it is.
men RP as females?
Yes.
Do men RP as females?
Yes, I role play as a man. Like it's both ways.
I role play as
female. Not even on a relationship. He was playing an auntie. He was playing. He had put on a pad, and he was like, he did a little voice, no voice changer. It was like he was just playing as an auntie or shit like that. What's the difference from that versus somebody that's trying to be a voluptuous BBL woman?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I figure like that's what you're coming from with this. And these men need to get away from trying to get on Fivem and find the next freaking Fivem dating app. This is not a Fivem date. You're not swiping right. You're not swiping left. RP.
Right.
This could be your sister. This could be your cousin. If you are so trying to fucking, you know what I'm saying? If you are into that thing, like just shadow it out. Do not freaking close them off. RP them as being your sister, cousin, or anything like, oh, you're my long lost cousin, you know, Sally Joe. And then obviously they're going to get in the chat. And then that comes to the point where probably whoever the male is playing the character, obviously you should pick up the cue that, hey, you're not going to get the relationship RP. You're not going to get the racy RP with this character. Go follow along with the RP and continue the ad-lib storyline. That's how it needs to be done. But the simple fact that I've seen TikTok, the people actually have made TikTok clips about this too, where they are walking up as a female character and they're male, and then, oh, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
Hold on, can we actually play that clip? Meela, you know what I'm talking about. Meela,
I'll have to find it. Yeah, I'll find it.
Please,
but I think this is such a big conversation. I don't think people understand how big like homophobia and sexism are intertwined. It's because the men feel very entitled. Because I used to go around my girlie Monasia, who was male behind the character. But every time she would say hello, and it would be a huge thing. Everyone I started role play. She couldn't role play. She couldn't have like you don't. I don't want to be your sister, your brother, your friend, anything. I just want to be a human being in the server, and they don't do it because they're offended that you're not who they want to fuck behind the character. Like. It's so irritating, child.
And then a lot of us, like, we don't even go in with the intention of trying to do that.
Right, like, exactly. Like, you ain't trying to be somebody's man. You just want to exist as a human.
But jealous type. Somebody said, not homophobic, but just don't try no shit with me. What shit are you trying?
That's what I'm trying to say. What are you talking about?
Be existing.
Can't touch you. I can't. I like.
If we're in a scene together, if I'm in the store and I say, hey, right.
Right now.
If we're in a scene and we're in the store or whatever, and I'll be like, oh, I like your shoes. Those shoes is cute. Nigga, don't talk to me like, what?
Right.
What?
Like, why are you so touching? That sounds like you need to address something yourself.
Where Fivem begins to degrade because now it's just like it's shunned upon. Like subconsciously, like it's all characters. Okay, where we said, oh, why is it cringe that somebody wants to play an old lady or old man? Why can't a YN? Why can't a 19-year-old? Why can't a 15-year-old get on here and play an old man? Be like, oh, Johnny, you better not, you just stand out. You better, why can't a 15-year-old get on there and do the voice like that? Why can't a 15-year-old get on here and play an old man? Why can't you know what I'm saying? Why can't freaking a YN that's 23-year-old play a freaking persnickety lawyer? You know what I'm saying? Judge, your honor. This, you know what I'm saying? Why can't nobody get in the RP bag? This is what I'm just trying to say. Like, why does it have to be so cringe? It's domino effect. Because when they see that's wrong, like, hey, when they see other shit that's wrong, when they see other shit that's freaking out of the way, they turn a blind eye. They say, oh no, this is not the way to go. We got to be hard. We got to be tough. We got to play as YNs. We got to stand on the block. This is what we got to do. And it becomes repetitive. It becomes drag and drop. It becomes the same old thing. Fuck a sneak peeks. Sneak peeks.
I mean,
exactly. I
You know
agree
what
with
I'm
all that.
saying?
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
fuck
For
a
sure.
sneak peek.
somebody said something really, really good. A good handful of streamers are drones. I heavily agree with that shit. I think if you do watch because again, one must say what is good role play and what is bad role play because there can be different opinions on that specifically. And I'm gonna be honest, this nigga here right here, Jose, actually introduced me to No Pixel. I didn't even know. He was like, go do No Pixel, go do. I was like, I'm not doing that. That's bad role play. That's cartoon shit. I will never play that server. I gave it a shot, changed my whole motherfucking life. So again, somebody might view good bad role play as good. They don't know. Like, so we have to really, find that thin line is what is good role play and what is bad role play. So if I had to say so, in my opinion, like you going OOC is bad RP. If everything stays in character, to me, that's good RP. But once you go OOC, it's not good role play. I feel like that's not good role play. Going out of character is not role play at all because everything is supposed to stay in character. Once you go out of character, that is over. So that's how I feel on that whole situation. Like as far as like somebody wanting to learn, you already know. You already know. Hey, bro. Yeah. Like I said, I don't mind helping people out that genuinely want to know. That genuinely want to know. I would not mind that. And as a matter of fact, you can actually set something like that up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm down for that.
I also feel like there's a lack of eagerness to learn though, because I feel like a lot of when I joined roleplay, I feel like I was eager to figure it out and learn, and I was seeking information. I feel like now people do want to be fed everything, but they don't even want to be fed how to do stuff. They want to be fed how to obtain as much as possible. Like, how do I get into a server, make the most money, get all the guns, and like when? So I feel like there's a little bit of disconnect. But like Jay mentioned, it's not subjective. Roleplay, what people like in one server or what they like about roleplay is going to vary.
Quick question for Meela and Pearson.
Meela.
Meela. Yeah. All right. I said that. Don't correct me, Jay. Don't start it. They don't start it. Don't make me start it. Like, don't. But said that. I literally said Meela. But
I mean, it's Meela, but
me
said that. I said that. Please don't get like him.
All right, go ahead.
But yeah. So Amelia and Pistons, like, so y'all never been in No Pixel.
No.
Why? Why won't y'all like Prodigy, No Pixel? Like y'all, if like I've seen Miller RP with Jay a couple times. Not you personally, Pearson, but I've seen Miller.
And I mean, valid, because like I said,
come on and watch.
I learned about GTA roleplay from Carmen King. She opened my world. I love her to death. She was a No Pixel role player when I joined.
From Chain Gang, Carmella, that one?
Yeah, Carmella. I don't know what the gang is. But my content is focused around diversity and character creation. My aim with content first is character customization. So I'm never going to be in a city where I can't create the character that I'm attempting to. I can't do that in No Pixel. And that's my first interest. I want an accurate skin tone. I want a curvy character. These are things that are a big part of my content in general. My YouTube is where I started. That's what everything is focused on. It is about being able to present like my body type in games. So that's my first interest. I don't have an interest in roleplay by itself. If I can't have the character I want, I don't have an interest in roleplay beyond that. Like it needs to be twofold for me, and No Pixel has never had that for me.
The reason why I talk to King J all the time about No Pixel is because it's like, okay, I feel like, well, there is a system that No Pixels goes through that I'm not ready for right now. Based off of the cop RP, there's a system that they do things over there that I have too much going on right now, and I could devote time to No Pixel, but it's just not in play for me right now. Maybe in the future, because No Pixel has withstand it more than a lot of these servers that come up and they go down the next minute. No Pixel has been like since I've been on Fivem, I've seen No Pixel, and then it's the year 2025, and I started no role playing in 2021. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is just like, I'm not ready for that right now, but I understand that there's role play and there is support over there too.
A motherfucking rock star. Y'all are some fucking movie stars. I love y'all.
Appreciate you so much.
I love y'all, brother. I love y'all.
I want to say I've been watching you for a minute, like before I even started streaming. Definitely before I started to get my own clout. Definitely, you are a superb role player, and I appreciate you putting this together. Just an idea. We did this like 5 o'clock in the morning one time when we just was like talking about this shit. You got on TikTok, you started making your clips and shit, and I support that shit heavy because
thank y'all for the follows.
And definitely like it's real shit. And then Meela, I seen the freaking content that you do with King J when y'all was in Red M and stuff like that. You're definitely doing your thing. You got a good setup, you got a good content creation, you take your shit seriously, and I do want to appreciate being a part of y'all. That's just my take on that. I appreciate, definitely, this is what we got to do this again. Shout out to the chat, everybody, to all the follows that came from y'all chat. Hopefully y'all got some follows from me. Hopefully y'all got some follows on TikTok. Definitely, it was a good night. It was a good night, and we got more of these coming.
Same sentiments. Love y'all both. Pearson, you have been popping up on my TikTok. Like I said, I was so shocked that everyone's paths had crossed. That's why I'm like, the GTA world is smaller than we think it is. But like Jay mentioned, I think there's so much room for us to come up and grow and create something really cool together. I love spaces like this. I love collaborating with people. I feel like there's always been this weird energy around collaboration within our community, but you know, I'm optimistic that could change. I don't know about GTA Roleplay. We're gonna see. I'll server hop with y'all. We'll find out. I've been very pessimistic with GTA Roleplay for a while, but no, I absolutely love this. We have to do more. I think there's even so many more conversations to have. So really looking forward to it.
Yes.
And chat, yes, go follow them. Make sure y'all check them out.
Follow them, chat. If we got any still
y'all want to talk during the next panel, make sure y'all join the Discord.
All right, thank you so much for watching. I had a blast, and much like I mentioned in the video, shout out to King J Clouded and Pearson TV Live. That was an amazing conversation. Expect many more. We're going to be doing all types of things, talking about different topics that impact the roleplay community or the GTA roleplay community in Fivem. We're also going to be doing server reviews together, so that could be a lot of fun. You guys know. You know how we are with server reviews over here, child. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing, por favor. Drop a comment and let me know what you think about the topics that we discussed. What do you think about the current landscape of roleplay right now? What do you think about Fivem, GTA roleplay? Have you tried it? Have you not tried it? Have you started? Have you left it? Like, tell me what the vibe is. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And if you have anything that you want to contribute to the next episode, if you have any questions, if you have any topics that you think we should discuss, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you, but I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.